I need you to be quiet.
What a perfect intro to this game. Guys, welcome back. G1 League qualifier action continues simultaneously while this is going on the other BTS channel, Beyond the Summit 2, twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2. The GEST Dota 2 challenge is underway. Winter is going to face off with the rest of MUFC versus Vici Gaming. So if you want to watch that, you're on the wrong channel. Gods and Luminous are casting that one together from right here in the house. I think they had some audio issues, but seems like everything should be hopefully sorted out or getting sorted out now. For those of you who are still with us, well, thank you for joining us. I'm LD. I'm joined here by the one and only Period Flex, and we are going to cast the G1 League qualifiers. I think this is going to be the most interesting match of the first round. Pacific, formerly Pacific Emacs, now just Pacific, but arguably the best Pinoy Dota 1 team over the course of 2012. They've looked a little sloppy, a little bit inconsistent here in 2013, but I view them as having the most potential in the Philippines long-term in Dota 2. We'll see if they can live up to that promise, but they have a hefty order ahead of them. They're against First Departure, spearheaded by Miracle, who loves to play anti-mage, loves to farm, loves to split push, and he gets his anti-mage period, and he gets it with a Shadow Demon. So, as you guys heard me say a few times, I am joined by Period Flex. Period. I'll let you talk now.
Did you cut in just as I was scolding my child?
Yes, that was actually the introduction to this broadcast, which is like the most brilliant start I could have ever imagined. We can't go wrong from here.
You gotta give me a warning. Okay. Yeah. Well, look at this. Nyx Assassin has made it through, as has Magnus. Shadow Demon, probably one of the best supports in the game. And,
yeah. I think Cinderin called him the Swiss Army knife of supports, and it's like the perfect description because
it is.
He really does everything.
Yeah. So you're saying there's a guy who specifically likes playing anti-mage?
Yeah, Miracle. I mean, like basically, here's how First Departure wins against teams that are really good in Southeast Asia. They lose every fight. It seems like they're going to lose the game, but Miracle just wins in a base race. They've won like at least 10 games this way they've taken games off Zenith. They've defeated Orange. I mean, they've beaten almost all the top Southeast Asian teams, and it's pretty much every game on the back of a Miracle anti-mage performance.
Yeah, sorry, I was just listening to me tell Babby Flex to be quiet. That was funny.
Well, we should just get her in on the cast. Let's do it.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, well, I think you're gonna hear her anyway. She's here with Mrs. Flex, and she wanted her iPad, which I was charging up for her, and she wanted it. But yeah, there you go. I'm not mean to my kid. She just doesn't. She never shuts up. That's all it is. Okay. Nyx Assassin. By the way, I've been playing a lot of Nyx Assassin. I think my next video is going to be Nyx Assassin because I've been playing him so much. And he's cool. I mean, the main thing for me is that Spiked Carapace is ridiculous. I was talking to my mates the other day about Spiked Carapace, and surely it should be the first instance of damage is negated, but like one from each hero, it means you just walk into a team fight and it's basically stun everybody. It's ridiculous. Like even Ion Shell procs it.
Yeah, it's... first of all, I just want to point out, you just admitted on stream that you're a Nyx picker.
I am. He's great. He's too good not to pick. How could you not pick him? Why wouldn't you pick a good hero? He's not like PL or something. He's not Eno. He's a blooming good hero.
Yeah. Well, he
also wait. All right. In my defense, LD. In my defense, this is in all pick mode where you just have to face all the most miserable kind of heroes you hate to play against every time. So I am going to pick Nyx when I'm playing all pick. When I'm playing captain's mode, I don't think I've ever picked him because he never makes it through. He's at like insta ban, but.
Sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted. It seems like there's some slight audio issues on the other stream, and I'm sort of the tech guy here, so looks like we should be able to focus now. Hopefully they will get resolved. That's sort of on them at this point, but at any rate, period. Yeah, Nyx, very strong hero, very versatile, but they gave away what First Departure loves to do. This is like giving a guy who loves bread and butter, and then expecting him to have a bad meal. I mean, he's probably going to eat that shit up and enjoy it.
He probably is. But the Lina ban now, previously I wouldn't have understood this, but I've seen Shadow Demon Lina, and it's a horrible combo. Great setup from Shadow Demon, because Lina's stun can be tough to land. So that's a good ban. I think that's a smart ban. And also, Brewmaster is, he's a great hero too. So that's another good ban. He's a good ban. Because also, like, does Puck mid well against Quap?
Puck and Quap is a very even matchup. If anything, maybe the Puck has a slight edge just because once she hits 6, she has a huge potential to kill Queen of Pain, whereas Puck can dodge all of Queen of Pain's big nukes if you properly time your phase shift, in which case Queen of Pain does nothing to you, but it's still pretty even. Queen of Pain has the slightly better animation and damage, so pretty even matchup, I would say. But Pacific, going classic Filipino style, they pick up multiple strong semi-carries, the Queen of Pain, the TA, and now the question for me is, what is Bayabas going to be playing? He is the star of this team, and a big fan favorite over in the Philippines, so we'll see. But it looks like either the TA or the Queen of Pain could be his for the taking.
So with TA and Queen of Pain, obviously, from my perspective, those are both mid heroes. Which is better in the lane? Can you lane Quap or TA, or which would you sooner do?
I mean, you can go either way, but probably the TA is going to go mid. TA can go to the side lane in certain matchups. If you know it's just going to be TA versus the Magnus, you can send the TA to the side lane. But generally, you want the TA to go mid just because she needs access to the courier a little bit more. She doesn't have that reliable escape like a blink. Sure, in theory you can meld, but you can also get caught with Dusted and Sentry Ward, and then you have no way out. So we'll probably see the TA mid. Looks like an aggressive tri-lane, perhaps, with this Windrunner pick. Or they can run defensive and just do a lot of stacking and pulling and have the Windrunner as the off lane. But if you're going to give away Miracle's Anti-Mage, I think they've gotten some good stuff in return. They have elusive semi-carries who aren't easy to burst down. They have a lot of stuns between the Nyx stun, the Spike Carapace, and the lift from Rubik, plus whatever he steals. And they have Shackle Shot. So if you're going to give away Anti-Mage to Miracle, I feel like this is the kind of draft you want.
Yeah, but if you look at First Departure, they've got awesome push here, Anti-Mage, Prophet, and Leshrac. So actually, that's kind of interesting because push. I mean, Nature's Prophet and Leshrac and Anti-Mage, that is a lot of push. But Anti-Mage is going to be looking for the long game, though, so he's going to be wanting a lot of farm. Maybe it's so they can mix it up if they need to.
Miracle is always looking for the long game. Make no mistake about it. We'll see. He has bought a Poor Man Shield. They're going to pool him like they often do. And they have a strong roaming combo. This Leshrac Shadow Demon. They actually play kind of similar to Myth Trust in some ways, for anyone who's watched Myth, although I think First Departure is more refined with their teamwork. But the supports will create some space early with smoke ganks with a bit of roaming. Then the mid game is just all split pushing by the Anti-Mage and turtling by the rest of the team. We might see the Prophet doing the split push as well, but period, it's time. Let's introduce the teams. The favorites in this matchup for sure. First Departure, one of the best teams to come out of Singapore recently, and as of yet, unsponsored. They were the second place team at the Armageddon LAN. They've defeated Zenith in the past. They've defeated Orange in the past. Can they go all the way in the G1 League? We're going to start finding out here today. We have I don't even know, Amji on the Shadow Demon. No, that's Armageddon. So TFK. That's some sort of really profane name. On the Shadow Demon, we have Lubby on the Leshrac. Miracle, of course, on his signature Anti-Mage. And two fucking alcoholic. Whatever, I'm just going to start cursing. He's playing the Prophet. I've given up.
On the Pacific team, you got Bayabas or Bayabas. How is that? Bayabas? Anyway, he's on the win run.
Bayabas. Well, that's how I pronounce it. I don't know. Or you could do what Gods does, which is just call him Guava. Don't ask me why, but that's because I actually don't remember. He gave me some explanation, but that's his other name, basically.
You got Inma on the Rubik, Pacific on the Nyx, and you got Joe Tan Parhug on the TA, and down bot Chin ? On the Quap.
Do you get it? It's Pacific, like Nyx.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's very clever.
I assume that's what it is. So interesting.
Well, I'm going to say Pacific Cubed if I have to call him by name. Board's going down. There are lanes. TA against Magnus. Quap against Nature's Prophet. So it's a laning Prophet, and you got Rubik, Nyx, and Windrunner looking for some sweet aggressive tri-lane work against Anti-Mage, and Shadow Demon will be supporting him with Leshrac.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see exactly how the tri-lane develops. For the moment, they don't actually have much vision, and, well, we see, and that makes it hard to stop these pulls. They're going to try and contest it now. They have some really good just harassment potential, and if you're First Departure, you don't really want to take fights in this tri-lane. You just kind of want to avoid them, keep on stacking, keep on pulling, and slowly but surely get the level advantage, and then you can go and fight. As Pacific's supports really need levels to be effective. Rubik and Nyx, not that strong at level 1.
Anti-Mage get a ton of harassment from Windrunner. She just rocked right up in his face and took off half his health. That was some good harassment. Meanwhile, of course, the Nyx and Rubik were going to go and hassle the stack and pole. They haven't warded the pole camp. I think it must have got de-warded. Shadow Demon possibly with a setup here, trying to catch Windrunner out. She levels Windrunner. I don't know if you saw, she had not leveled anything for until then, I think, and then she quickly leveled up Windrun. That's a nice way of doing it, deciding what you need only when you absolutely need it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not sure, Windrun is the safe one to go for, but holding on to it, potentially then, you know, who knows, maybe you catch a support, then you level up Shackle, you can get a kill that way. It's a nice
Quickly
play.
level, yeah.
From him, and Miracle's not having fun. Like, he is farming well, the supports have pulled him some regen, but he's taking a lot of harassment in this lane. Already chewed his way through quite a few tangos, and we'll see. He should be going for that Ring of Health. Once he gets it, the lane will get easier.
I mean, he's got the poor man's, and as you said, because they pulled the regen, and also, I mean, you've got, well, they haven't got salves, but they've got tangos on the supports, and he can always call some up. He's got, well, how many last hits? 11 last hits with a lot of harassment. That's not bad.
No, he's farming well. It's just he's being harassed a lot is the main thing.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay.
So far, I gotta say, things going well for First Departure. Their team just needs to get through the laning stage intact, and their mid game will be pretty hard to deal with once the AM gets his levels up. And the two solos for Pacific, having a decent time of it. The TA's 12 and 13 and 2, now even with the anti-mage, slightly ahead of this mag, but the mag's getting a lot out of the mid lane, and if anyone should win their lane, it should be these two solos, particularly the TA versus mag, who's actually doing a lot, but mag has a haste, so...
he might die. He is down to 160 health.
Oh, top lane.
That was close.
Oh no, here we go on the lobby, gets thrown back into a disruption, the Impale misses as a result, Anime on the run. Anime may fall here. Oh, the creeps almost stole it.
Big orb thingy from the Satan. What is it called? Shockwave. That was close.
You do not want to give Miracle first blood. Let me tell you, this movie rarely ends well.
Yeah, and that's the last thing you want to do. They went for the aggressive tri-lane, trying to shut him down, but even with all that harassment, he's getting good farm and he got first blood. Pretty painful.
So appearing right now, Miracle with first blood, CSing like a champ. Already 21 CS against a tri-lane. That's 5 CS a minute for those who are too lazy to do the math, which is decent farm by yourself. Amazing farm to be up against the tri-lane.
Yeah, that's incredible. Especially a tri-lane with an aggressive Windrunner, because she was up in his grill early doors and giving him no fun. But he seems to be, he's very good.
And it's only going to get harder from here. Once AM gets ahead, he can actually just start to bully the supports. If anyone ever gets caught out of position, like 4 auto attacks and you're basically dead. Any sort of stun, you'll die. And with the Shadow Demon here, that fight would have gone very poorly except for the disruption, so it just shows you the power of Shadow Demon to kind of save your ass in a tri-lane, basically. Yeah,
like you said, with the... that creep with the Shockwave is... he's pretty scary. What does the Shockwave do? Does it stun? No, it just causes damage.
It does a lot of damage. It travels pretty far. The main thing it does is steals kills.
Yes.
I've seen so many First Bloods get denied by the neutral creeps, and we'll see if that happens, but...
Those bumholes.
Just in the future, but barely missed here. Yeah, bungholes indeed.
What is Magnus doing here? Oh, he's just... Oh, so he's stacking the jungle, so he's thinking ahead.
Yeah, and this may be for Miracle. It's probably not even going to be the Mag who farms it. Once that Battle Fury is out, the whole team for First Departure is completely built around Miracle. It's all about 4 protect 1, which, you know, Miracle farms, the rest of them protect him, get him ahead, and then he pays it back later on.
Yeah. And that's all they'll need to do. I mean, if you look at the... he's done this well in this... He's almost 30 already.
Oh, yeah. Chin bottom lane. Drops the combo. Down the Prophet goes.
And she's sassing him.
That's something they needed, too. They really need these solos to win their lanes. Because the tri-lane Miracle's having a great start, and the supports are going to be behind quite a bit as a result. So, a really important kill for them, actually. And that's going to equalize things as far as golden experience go.
Yeah, that was big. And she's the kind of... I mean, how's she doing in farm? Well, she's 26 and 4, so she's doing almost as well as Miracle. But she's only up against one dude. He's up against a tri-lane, so yeah, that is really impressive.
Yeah, all 3 of the farmers for Pacific are actually doing quite well. The only real concern is that Rubik and Nyx are a bit behind compared to where you'd like them to be, which is really approaching level 6 as quickly as possible. Still, they're doing what they can to slow on the anti-mage. Uh-oh.
Is he going to get out? Oh,
barely.
Makes it. I've got to say, I'm not sure, and obviously you can correct me on this, but I'm not sure about Nyx in a tri-lane because he is so strong when he hits 6, and he would be 6 by now if he'd been I think even if he'd just been down here with Quap, he might have even been closer to 6. He could have been stacking the camp and stuff like that. But in the tri-lane, I mean, now he's still only level, well, he's only just hit level 4. His strength is level 6. I don't really get why you'd want to tri-lane with Nyx. What's the deal?
Oh, top lane, they're going to go. We'll have to talk about that later. Is Miracle, not going to actually drop the Impale onto Miracle. Now they'll throw it out, but the damage is done. The Rubik is dead. Viabus has a power shot in 3 seconds time. Could maybe try to snipe Miracle here. He needs one more auto attack and then a power shot. No, not going to go for it. Actually, I think it's still a little bit short of the damage. And Phase Boots picked up on the Templar Assassin. Sorry, Period. You were saying before the action broke out?
I was... God, what was my point? Oh yeah, why would you put Nyx in a tri-lane when his real strength is... You get 6 as quick as you can, and then you go gank. Like, I don't really... Like, he's fallen behind now, he's only level 4. He's only got a magic stick. That's all the dude's got. You know, he's got money for boots, but basically, wouldn't you want to get him in a solo lane so he can get a level, or even just a dual lane with Quap?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, they didn't want to give Miracle free farm. That's pretty much why they ran the tri-lane here. But you're pointing out the downside, which is he's not getting the levels, he's not getting the items, and that hurts him in the mid-game, where if First Departure is playing smart, they'll just have sentries in the lanes, and it's going to be hard for the Nyx to find kills. The key is really going to be, what can the TA and the Queen of Pain do? Because these two heroes can find kills around the map. It's going to be hard for the Nyx to have that kind of impact, but I feel they have the potential to do it this anti-mage. In theory, it's hard to execute. You really have to be perfect to kill him off.
Talking of being perfect, TA just picked up a DD rune, and she is coming top, and I think she is gunning.
They
have vision of her coming.
Meanwhile, solo kill.
If they come, there's no mana. He has no mana.
Oh, he's gonna die. That's a big kill. Miracle. Oh, he will fall. Meanwhile, they got the kill bottom, but Mag comes in, drops the RP, only catches a refracted TA, who can probably just run away from this one. This is not going well at all for First Departure. That's a 2-hero Impale, and the Templar Assassin just going to work on Shrek. The poison blows her up. They forced out a buyback from the Prophet, and they killed the Anti-Mage. Call it a big win for Pacific when all is said and done.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And they also got that kill bottom as well.
Yeah, that was a sick exchange. I mean, Miracle's gone now bot, and he's just going straight for Quap.
Yeah, he wants to be away from the tri-lane, because that's where most of the stuns are. Quap is annoying to lane against, but Anti-Mage is one of the few heroes that can deal with him. Miracle's... Look at that, just diving the tower just to take one petty little swipe of his mana.
And then he gets a dagger in the back for his troubles.
Yeah, the thing is...
He needs to be careful.
Yeah, the thing is Chin doesn't want to use any of his mana because he needs to be able to blink away if Miracle goes on him.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's swapped away because... Well, they've put Nature's Prophet up here now. What's happening? Nyx and Rubik are just running around. I guess they're trying to catch some. It's 3-4. I think it's pretty even at the moment. I couldn't really say. With that kill on Miracle, set him back quite a distance.
Yeah, it's still, in spite of that, we look at gold, and it is actually First Departure leading by a solid margin, and there's no towers down on the map yet. It's just ridiculous farm on the Anti-Mage, basically.
Yeah. Well, there's a tower. I think this tower top, Nature's Prophet is about to take this tower if he can... Well, actually, no, the backup's coming in the form of Nyx and Rubik, and he's going to get away. But he took it down to, well, it's about a third health left now. That TA, the RP only catching refracted TA, that's painful.
Yeah, I mean, you drop the RP. He wanted 2 heroes and a lot.
Quap is hiding in the woods bot. Check that out, because she must have seen, or she must have suspected that there's a Lesh and a Shadow Demon come down for her.
And they suspect.
Anti-Mage gonna go fish for her.
Oh, can blink to the left or into the lane, and we'll be okay. Nice movement.
She's away.
And she's rushing an Orchid. This is the perfect item against Anti-Mage, because he's going to go Battle Fury first, which is what, you pretty much always see from Anti-Mage, which means until you get Manta, as long as that silence is there, you can kill him if you've got the follow-up.
Right.
So I really like the item selection right now from the Queen of Pain.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that pretty standard rush for Orchid for Quap? Isn't that what you get on her?
It is nowadays. It didn't really used to be, though. On the Shadow Demon, they're going to go, but Anti-Mage is trying to get this tower. The deny is there by Jotan. What a nice deny. Now the Shadow Demon to fall. They may even get more. Nyx is low. He almost is level 6. The Mana Void. Oh, no. That Mana Void. That hurts. RP, once again on a refracted TA, but maybe they can kill her this time.
The telekinesis might just save her. I think they're going to turn it around. I think there's the slow. Nice shackle! And they're going to get this Magnus as well now. Leshrac should run.
Miracle.
Hot-footed, sir.
If he gets shackled,
Miracle.
no, there's no shackle yet. It's still cooling down.
Radiant's top
2,
tower has
1.
fallen.
Oh, he just dodged the TA and the shackle. That was nice. That was a good engagement. It's pretty even. Like, the fights, they really are pretty even.
Yeah, Pacific has definitely stepped their game up. The last time I cast them in Dota 2, they were a mess. I mean, had no idea what they were doing at the lanes, but they're playing against a stronger opponent than they were then, and showing, I think, some of the prowess they had from Dota 1, where they play a little bit differently from a lot of the other teams in Southeast Asia. They don't go for many of the hard carries, but classic sort of Pinoy Dota, and their execution has been really good so far this game. Still, First Departure got the Tier 1 top. They're actually ahead by 3,000 gold. But experience-wise, it's much more even, and this is not a game where you... Because once that Orchid is out in Queen of Pain, once the Templar Assassin gets her first big item and the mech on Bayabus, the Windrunner, the supports for First Departure have basically nothing. It's just that Miracle's getting a lot of farm right now.
Yeah, they're really, really reliant on him. I mean, he's only died once. He did get First Blood. He's 2-1-2. And as you said, I mean, his farm it's actually 68-1, so it's dropped off considerably, hasn't it, compared to what it was? No? Or is it still...
It has.
'Cause
I mean,
they've
he's
been
been
doing a lot of
participating
fighting,
in the fights is the main thing. He hasn't just been farming a lane by himself.
Yeah. But that's not what he wants to do. He wants to be he wants to be farming safely, but...
Exactly. That's completely right, so... We'll see then. Pacific may go on him here. He starts him with the Vendetta. Can they get this kill? Oh boy.
He can mana burn him. He's not going to be able to blink away, but Shadow Demon could come in and disrupt him to sound. There's Leshrac. Oh my goodness.
Suddenly 3 heroes.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
What just unfortunate timing. Power Shot will clean up that kill, but now the Purge, they may just be feeling... Miracle says, I don't even want this kill. On the Shadow Demon, they're going to go now. I'm just going to farm the creep and run away. I mean, he knows what he wants. It's creeps. He's going to get them. Double for Bayabus.
That was unlucky.
That was unlucky for a couple of heroes. The Rubik was unlucky because he walked into 3 while the Nyx was scouting things out in Viz. Then it was unlucky for the Shadow Demon because there's power shots all over the place. Miracle just decided to abandon him to farm, so the supports this game really not having very much fun.
No, I mean, that's the life of a support. It's a tough one. Miracle going in on Bayabus or Bayabus, and he runs away. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how this is going to go now. It's 7-7, but as we saw the game that you were casting just before I tuned in, but before I joined you casting, the kills were extremely even. But then the game was over like in 5 minutes because the kills is not really a good measure of how the game is going. I don't think.
The thing is, if this game just goes like the way it's going, eventually First Departure should get really far ahead and win. But as the Battle Fury is on Miracle, we're going to see the Ancients were stacked. He's going to start farming them, but they have some items that can completely change the game that are coming soon. The Orchid on the Queen of Pain is the big one. The mech on the Windrunner is important, and that just came out. TA's Blink Dagger as well could be a game changer. Like, if they find a good fight, they can wipe First Departure. So First Departure, definitely not out of the woods yet, but if they don't make mistakes and the game just goes late, eventually this anti-mage with a Prophet backing him up should be out-farming everyone on Pacific's team and can at least attempt to win by split push.
Prophet hasn't gone for Hand of Midas, so because normally Hand of Money is the thing you get on him. So I think he's going for the tower push rather than the straight farm, right? I mean, he's pushed down one. How many towers he pushed down? Pushed down one. Who got bot? He didn't get bot. It got denied, didn't it? But yeah, he's got it. So he's got his mech. He's got his Ring of Bassi. So why wouldn't you get Hand of Midas at this stage? Bad item.
Well, the mech could be a game changer though, because every time you TP and maybe you save Miracle, maybe you turn a fight around. If he goes Midas now, and then all of a sudden Pacific come out with all their core items and they're diving your towers, and you don't have a mech, that mech could be the difference between anti-mage dying and blinking away after, like, say, a shackle shot wears off. So it's just sort of the way First Departure plays. They don't play greedy as a team. It's just that, well, they ask Miracle to basically shoulder the heaviest load. So it's kind of a different style from, a lot of the other teams we've been casting today.
So how close is TA to her blink though? Well, actually, as I say that, she has just bought it. So that is in her stash. It's not in the Crow yet, but it will be on its way very shortly. So she's rocking a 15-minute blink dagger. That's nice.
It's not the fastest blink ever, but she's definitely farming well. They have all 3 core items about to come out, just the Orchid they need. And this next few minutes, we want to see sentries in the lanes constantly from First Departure, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, that's good support work there. And Dust of Appearance as well on Shadow Demon, just in case. So yeah, proper supporting.
None of this Hero Jakiro nonsense.
Yeah, not today. Nature's Prophet just countering this tower push top. What's all this pinging? I think they want to do something.
Oh, they're smoked. They have Vendetta, but they're gonna walk right into a sentry mid. I don't know if this is gonna work, Pyrian. I just don't know. Oh,
methinks
no.
not. He can always skewer away. RP is up. He's got his Blink Dagger as well. If he had backup, who's coming around here? Well, Leshrac and Shadow Demon coming in here. Maybe he'll sort of bait them in and then go for the big, go for the RP on top of a Sentry Ward so they've got vision. Uh-oh. Queen of Pain in trouble. She's caught out by Nature's Prophet.
Oh, she has
Blink against Blink,
but
and
so
she's
does
away.
he. He's got Mana Void. Oh, he's not gonna go. That's
Maybe,
big. That's
yeah.
big, because now she has her Orchid. I believe? I thought she had it.
No, I think it was just the Oblivion stuff that was on the...
Oh, she just got the Robe of the Magi. Okay, so now she's got 2 Oblivion Step. Could see the Orchid by like the 18-minute mark or so. And
Right.
let's see what... That's going to be the big time. What can they do once they have that?
Big push here mid. Ah, what was stolen? Shockwave was stolen from Rubik. That's always a nice get.
Yeah, say goodbye to your push. With Fade Bolt and
Yeah.
Shockwave, you ain't pushing. Look at these.
Look at that.
That's just Rubik.
Jeez.
And he gets Shockwave again, too.
Massive deforestation here. He's looking for the RP. You know he wants it. Oh, there's the big lift.
Oh, wow, what a nice lift. The RP completely whiffed and stolen by Anime. Oh, God.
Big steal.
What a play. What a juke by the whole team. That was the Delta split period.
That was the Delta split. We saw the Delta split in action.
Oh my
I hope
God.
someone shouted it. My goodness.
You need to go back and make a new version of your video with that Delta split, because my goodness, that was picture perfect.
That was perfect. Saw the Magnus. Someone shouted it, and they did it. Perfect execution.
And all the credit goes to the Rubik there, because he lifted the Magnus right when he blinked in, so he couldn't RP, and then he stole the RP after it was wasted. And just fantastic play from the support
exactly
here.
what you want. Yeah. Oh, Cyborg Matt is in stream. Hello, Cyborg Matt.
Hello, Babby Flax. And Orchid is out now, so Chin has it.
Oh man,
maybe-
this is actually turning into a really close game. I think this Orchid, as you say, this could be big. How's Miracle's Farm doing? 123. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Wow,
he's farming well.
yes.
Remember, he's been involved in fights. He was up against an aggressive tri-lane. The number itself isn't that impressive, but in the context of the game, it is insane.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there were about 4 or 5 minutes there where he was bot and messing around and not doing so great. So he's gone and caught up big time.
And,
It's that Battle Fury is what's doing it.
and the team also deserves credit for that, because they've been stacking. We saw the mag stacking earlier. We saw the Ancients getting stacked.
That teamwork stacking, that is absolutely allowed him to. He can be involved in that early on, and it's like a safety net, I guess. You can go and mess around early. If you get kills, great. If you don't worry. You've got a stacked jungle to come back to. Perfect.
Not really the most exciting sort of thing to praise the supports for, but hey, it's important.
Dire's top tower is
So
under
here we go with the push mid, and it looks like Pacific is actually going to trade. I don't really like them trading. I feel like they should be trying to fight now with all their big items, but they just don't want to risk it. They also have that Rubik RP, which won't last forever.
I was just going to say, they've got Rubik RP. They want to use that while they can, and that mid tower is not one you want to give up without a fight, I don't think. I mean, the other towers you can live without, but mid tower is so big, and they had the advantage because the other team had already lost theirs. Are they going to go and try and catch Nature's Prophet, maybe?
Oh.
They're looking for a fight here for sure.
There's your Disruption Soul Catcher to start, but in comes Jotan. Big meld crit there, and now on the sidelines, that Anti-Mage or Prophet is just pushing bottom while his supports are dying. Blinken, RP on 2. Rubik has RP. Is he going to drop it? He can't.
Skewers away. That was the split earth from Leshrac there was absolutely huge. You managed to catch 2 with it. That was perfect timing.
Yeah, right as they TP'd in, he caught 2 and delayed the chase. Also, that fight, Queen of Pain could have just immediately silenced Shadow Demon, but chose to blink away, worried about getting disrupted and then stunned. And had she just manned up or womaned up there, could have made the difference.
This is a really good game. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Last game was kind of a stomp, but this one is anything but. The only problem they've got, of course, is Miracle here. Well, yeah, there's his ultimate orb. I think he is having a great time up here.
I mean, he's farming so fast that window, because there's this window, right? When you complete the Battle Fury, but you don't have Manta, Orchid ruins you. If you get silenced, there's nothing you can do. But and suddenly random music. That keeps, are you getting that?
What is that?
I don't know. It's like some weird musical sound effect. Like when someone buys back or does certain things, they have like those kind of like environmental.
It's kind of sad.
But it's just random. Like I don't have any idea what. Maybe Anti-Mage got his Battle Fury. That's what it is, or his Manta. It's 3 a.m.
Maybe.
That's the 3 a.m. music, I guess.
It was like something from a Spielberg movie. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, I mean, the issue now is now they need a Hex, because Anti-Mage has a Manta. The Orchid's not going to be useful unless he wastes his Manta, which Miracle really doesn't do very often, so it's going to be tough
What
to
was
kill.
stolen? Blink was stolen by Rubik. If only you could have 2 spells. That's what Axe should allow you to steal 2 spells.
They have Force Staff out and Windrunner. I don't know about 2 spells, period.
Well, then he could blink RP. I mean, it's perfect.
I have like this brain lag when I cast with you. I'm like, you didn't really say that. I'm just gonna pretend like you did. And I'm like, wait, the viewers probably want to hear me respond to that. Okay.
I'll just pretend that
That should not be an Aghanims buff. It's already good enough. It's already good enough that he gets the Aghanims version of every hero's ultimate if he steals them. I think that's sufficient, Tyrion.
Yeah, well, maybe. We're divided on that. I just want to see every hero buffed to make them absolutely ludicrous, I guess.
Here comes Miracle, jumps into the fight.
Lift.
Oh, if they got a shackle here, this could be huge. They do. They're not going to go, though.
That Disruptor save, that is huge. As long as Shadow Demon's around. Oh, the big RP! Holy cow. Did he get 3 there? I think he got 3.
He got 3.
Carapace slowed him down a bit, but wow. That was nice. They forgot to split that time. And Rubik TP's away.
Yeah, no Delta split, no dice, and now they're going Roche.
They are. And now they start... Well, this advantage now is... The game was really close there for a minute, but I think this is going to be big.
I mean, this is pretty much what happens when you play against First Departure, is they get some big team fight hero, they turtle, they hit a big RP, they hit a big Ravage or Panda ultimate, and, you know, Miracle gets a couple of kills, then they get Roche, then they push you in. It's not that Pacific can't recover, but it gets really hard now. They had that window around like the 15, 16-minute mark. The Orchid was out, the Mech was out, the Force Staff was on its way, the Blink Dagger was on the TA, and then they just didn't force enough fights. They couldn't find the right engagements, and First Departure, now the AM's getting close to his next item. Miracle's getting even fatter.
Yeah, the game hinged, as you say, on that window when they had seemingly everything in their favor, and then they got RP. They had that fight mid, they got RP stolen, but yeah, I think they were just wisely. Miracle just said, "Look, let's just back off for a few minutes. We'll relax. I'll get my items. We'll win a team fight. We'll get Roche, and then we'll go and win the game." I think that's what's going to happen.
Just chill, guys. I got this.
Just chill.
I just need an hour. Then I got it.
Give me 5 minutes.
Actually, Miracle only needs like 35 minutes, but that's okay.
Yeah. He's got 200 creep score at 22 minutes. I think he's doing fine.
His net worth now doubling the semi carries. This is sort of what I talked about. Is eventually he will outfarm you by so much that it really doesn't matter that you had 3 semi carries who were pretty much even with him through the first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Quops, yeah, she's got Orchid, but she doesn't even have 1,000 hit points. I mean, yeah, she's pretty melty. If you can catch her in an RP, she's in big trouble, I think. I mean, TA's good, but well. What was that? Oh, they just... There was like 5 of them killing some creeps there. It looked like it was a big deal. What's TA got? Blink and Phase Boots. And Ogre Club. What is she going for Ags? What's she going for?
BKB for sure.
Oh, God, yeah, of course it is. Stupid P-flags.
No. Well, maybe a little stupid. Just kidding, of course. But
no, it's right. I am stupid. I understand.
And the other thing is they also have Empowered for the Anti-Mage, so he's going to be cleaving even harder. Oh, they're going to go bottom. They really can't commit to this.
No, they can't. They can't dive. And I mean, at this stage, I think Miracle could happily dive them under a tower, but they're all sort of... They can't dive at this stage, which is kind of damning, I think.
Yeah, he's almost got Heart or Butterfly. He generally prefers the Heart, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Mag Skewer's in. No RP just yet. Now thrown up in the air. Without Miracle here, maybe they can win the fight, but he is taking that tier 2 top. Everybody hold in position by that amazing shackle from Chin. What a fight they get to. But they haven't got Miracle. Oh, just short on the secondary stun. And meanwhile, Miracle pushing in the tier 2 top. Still has his Aegis. They did win a fight. RP was not used, however. And Mag, no buyback, but still has the RP ready if they actually try to go high ground.
That was a great shackle shot. That really was. They didn't manage to catch Nature's Prophet. I think Nick's just waiting on his Impale. Didn't come up in time, otherwise everything would have been fine. He's got a gem, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that, but...
Yeah, really smart item selection, because that's what they need. They need to be able to deward the map, so Miracle isn't safe to split push, but... Well, even then, it might not be enough.
But also, it's nice for him to know, like, that he can remove wards and stuff, you know? Because obviously... My biggest problem when I play Nyx is I just walk over wards and everybody knows where I am all the time. Whereas when I play against Nyx Assassins, they seem to come out of nowhere.
BKB now up on the TA. Yeah, that's the other thing is, like you were saying, is if you're running into a bad situation. If there's a sentry there, you back off. So
Yeah, you're like, okay, game over.
yeah, so it's additionally useful on the Nyx. He's actually going to go in bottom. Invis, this should be an easy kill on the Prophet. There's no backup in sight. Impale to start. The lift is here to follow, and then we'll find that Shackle. 4-step into the Shackle. Man, he made that one. That was moves like Jagger right there. That was a smooth little nice. Shackle from Biobus. Great play.
Shackled him to his own tree. That was nice. So, that's good, but Miracle. I don't know if they're just going to run this Aegis out, or if he just had it just in case he needed it, but he's just going to rock up in Queen of Pain's face here. He can just do what he likes at this point.
Yeah, I mean, basically, most teams will try and force a fight with an Aegis, but not Miracle. He's just going to, well... See, he's not even really trying to go for the killies. This is, like, the most efficient way to get to the creeps to kill them.
Yeah. Just walking down the lane, owning everything.
Like, if you're in his way, he'll take a swipe at you and keep on running forward to the creeps, but he ain't gonna commit to a fight. And now he's got his power treads, and what I imagine will then be... Oh, Boots actually have a boot icon on the ground? Did you see that?
I've never seen that before. That was absolutely...
Whoa! Do that again.
That must have been a bug.
No, I think it's a new thing they've added.
Really? Why do you need to know when there's a pair of boots on the ground as opposed to any other item?
I don't know.
Maybe they're adding them all in and they just added the boots first. It's pretty sweet.
He is going to go Butterfly, and this is the better split pushing item. You're going to push faster, obviously with all that attack speed, as well as the power treads. It doesn't have the survivability quite of the heart, but there's no Hex in sight, really, for Pacific. Still at least 3 or 4 minutes off, and by that point, he'll definitely have a heart.
Well, yeah, they've gone for a little smoke gank here. They know Windrunner is around here. They're pinging the map there. I'm not quite sure. Oh, well, I think they're probably going to catch her. Yeah, there's the ping. She's in big trouble. Look at this.
Biobus, so greedy. Oh, no.
Oh, the disruptor setup. Leshrak's done. Boom. Perfect timing. Skewers are into a bush. Unpleasant.
If only he hadn't force-staffed that Centaur to try and farm it quicker. Maybe he would have lived.
I think he was perma-stunned in that whole engagement. And they are pushing hard bot here. Miracle just walking up the steps without a care in the world. How long left on this Aegis? It might run out.
He wants to get it to pop right now. Yeah, it's about to expire. It's like he wants to die. He's got a death wish. He jumps in. He's going to jump quickly to melt. Don't kill him yet, guys. You can win the game, or at least the fight here, if you don't let him pop that Aegis. Impale his throne. He's going to die right before the Aegis expires. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Miracle.
Yeah, that was timely.
That was close, though, man. That was really cutting it close.
That was. And they're going to take this bot tower and, well, that's the problem. They're all running around trying to kill AM. He's like, it's okay. You guys can just win the game behind my back. Look at all these trees. Mech popped at just the right time and, well, this is GG, isn't it?
They're getting anti-mage. They're getting anti-mage very hard right now.
But look at they took like an eighth of his health off there, and he's absolutely fine. Rest of the team absolutely fine. Brutal. Miracle with a triple kill with the Mana Void. That was unbelievable.
That actually was just cleave. That wasn't even the Mana Void. He used that earlier in the Fallon. Just pure cleave.
Holy. Really?
Yeah, I promise you. Look at the cooldown. I normally would think it was Mana Void too if I just like looked in on it at the last minute, but that's just the cleave.
Wow.
And that's
alright. Yeah, that's sick.
They could just win the game, but Miracle says, "I have not finished farming yet," and goes.
Wait, guys, I've got to get.
They honestly could just win the game right now, but he's backing to farm mid. Okay.
Look at that! They've got one of the tier 4s down to 200 health. Just stay and fight. Big skewer there. Poor Nyx caught in some trees. Brutal.
And now
these guys gonna hang around. Miracle's like, oh, fine, if I must.
But I'm taking these towers first. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh boy. So are you impressed by Miracle's anti-mage period? That's my question to you now.
I'm impressed by the farm he got. Absolutely. I mean, I thought they kind of messed it up there a little bit, but he went and recovered 300 creep score in half an hour. Is well, that's very impressive. Given, as you know. Oh, he might get caught out here. I think the TA 4 starts the wrong way. Pro jukes from Miracle. Blinkers up in a sec. Wonk, he's away. Oh, they're trying to catch him so hard. That was nice. You see that? They were looking around for him. They needed a bloodhound is what they need to catch this man.
Yeah, they need something special to catch him at this point. He's got heart now. Yeah. Oh, actually, almost. Not quite. They're still chasing. They're hoping he stopped to farm, but he's gone.
Well, they might catch Prophet. There goes the
TP
silence
scroll.
on the lift. He's in trouble. Can he tree himself? Trees!
This could be close.
Yeah.
They need the ult and the scream right now. They're
Where's the Oh, and he's out.
not gonna blow it.
He's tough to catch. He is tough to catch. Hard to kill.
Tough to catch, hard to kill, and a pain in the ass if you don't.
Absolutely.
And here's the heart.
I mean, the problem they've got here is they're all round the back here. What do you got? RP's up. Oh, this could be a big fight right here. This could be the end game.
It may be a bit disappointing as he's got a Heart Butterfly Manta Battle Fear at 30 minutes. Pretty much what you expect from an anti-mage if he's free farming all game. And this guy, at this point, is free farming enemy heroes at their base.
He can just do whatever he wants. I don't think all 5 of them. I think all 5 of them would struggle to kill him at this point because the shackle, power shot, there's nothing. Like this is my problem with Windrunner's combo, is that her combo doesn't scale. Like the shackle shot is great, but power shot at this stage, he's like, what? It does nothing to me.
Yeah, they're
you know
killing
what I mean?
the supports, but they're not killing Miracle. Uh-oh, I don't know, period. Like you, I mean, like you said, Shackle Shot's always amazing.
Yeah, shackle shot is amazing, but I mean, Windrunner's useful, but power shot, 360 top damage, it's just not enough. If it had like a poison dot or something like that, then maybe it would be useful. But I just think, as it is, it's just kind of like meh, you know? Because then she would work really well with Venno. She could power shot after he's ulted or something. That would be pretty OP. But nice, another nice shackle. But he's just like, okay, I'll just wait this out.
Look at this. He just got RP too, stolen by the Rubik. Still at half health. Half
He's
health.
fine. He is fine.
Now he's going in. Now he's
They
going
might
in.
get him. They might get him. Yes.
Well,
But they already G'd. I saw the G's.
yes, that was some.
Uh-oh.
There were some G's that hit the floor there.
Yeah. Oh, well, I bet they wish they hadn't said that now. Not that they could win this, but they won that fight, which was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Are they still going?
Well, these are some Pinoys, man. This is like standard form in the Philippines. Like you'll call GG, and then the game will end when your throne dies, and not a second before.
Oh, I see. Okay. So it's kind of just a, yeah, GG, but then off they go.
Yeah, it's not like malicious. It's just like we're not gonna actually leave because we want to get some kills before this is all said and done.
Yeah. What is going on with Magnus though? Did you see that? He was empowered, and when Shadow Demon put him in the disruption, he had little glowing hands still sticking outside the disruption sphere.
I actually missed that. I just caught the tail end of it.
Bizarre.
Well, he's dead, and he actually was buying his Basher, so he doesn't have buyback. But the Basher's coming, and then you get really sad.
Yeah.
Like tears of ultimate sadness are on the way.
Oh God. Yeah. I hate AM. He's a horrible hero.
What carry do you hate most out of all the carries? Like all the obnoxious asshole carries.
PL.
All right, take him out of the equation. I want to get like your tier list of carries that you hate.
I honestly hate PL the most, and I you know, everybody's like, oh, he's easy, but he requires, above all the other heroes, in my opinion, team coordination to fight. And if you're playing at my kind of level, it's hard enough to coordinate a smoke gang, let alone taking care of a PL, because you just got to stay on the whole time. He can escape so easily. He could basically solo your base after a certain point. I mean, Anti-Mage is a very close second, and he has a great escape with Blink. But with PL, I mean, with Anti-Mage, essentially, as you were saying, with the Orchid and stuff, that you have that window, but it's a pretty small window, and then he gets very unpleasant. Faceless Void is probably a little further down the list, because as good as he is, Chronosphere is also kind of mean to his own team. Do you know what I mean? It makes it a little bit too focused on Faceless Void, and you're kind of like, you know, we want to be involved in this too. So, yeah, those are the 3 main ones, I think. Other than that, I don't know. The rest of them are all pretty balanced. I just think those 3 are particularly annoying.
You're okay with Morphling in his old state?
In his old state, Morphling would have been on the top of that list because he was just
biggest
ridiculous.
asshole of them all.
Yeah, but now I think I don't know. Maybe they've nerfed him too far. You just never see him. I mean, in hundreds of games of Dota that I've played since they nerfed him, I've seen him maybe a handful of times. Just a non-entity. Which is kind of a shame. I mean, basically to nerf a hero to the point where he's no longer playable is a little bit too far, I think.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I cast a Morphling game yesterday by like one of the original Morphling specialists, a guy who was playing him at the International 1, named Lakells. He played so well, and then they had one bad fight and they just lost the game. It was the saddest thing.
Yeah. Oh, this is some big Big RP was stolen by Rubik and used, but he gets skewered back into trouble. Miracle at this point is just gonna just kill the throne, guys. Kill the throne.
They can't even hit him anymore. Like, he's dodging everything. He's got too much HP. They just got Miracle. They just got Anti-Mage. It's Olot's time for Pacific. The secondary GGs fly out. This one will be the end. Miracle said, all right, now my inventory looks pretty good. That's a present I'd be proud to take home to any potential girlfriends. Now
Look how many
I
weapons he can wield at once. Apparently he can wield a sort of halberd, a sword, and all the other stuff he's got to carry. It's ridiculous. You should be limited to one weapon in each hand and one shoe in each foot, I think.
I'm with you, Pyrian. Take away some of Anti-Mage's weapons. Maybe he ain't so scary. In the end, though, Pacific Esports, they played really well. I gotta say, I haven't seen them play nearly this well in Dota 2. They just had probably the toughest opponent in the entire qualifier in my book, because most of the top Southeast Asian teams are seeded directly into Phase 2 or into Phase 3, or Chinese teams as well. But with that being said, guys, Pacific, the road ends here for them. Miracle carries his team to victory. A typical day in the life of First Departure. They move on to the round of 16, and with that, Pyrian, are you gonna stick around?
I can't do another one, I'm afraid.
Oh.
But maybe maybe tomorrow, or maybe if there are some going on later on, I will join you. But yeah, I'm afraid I'm done for now. But it was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Any shout-outs, any closing words?
Closing words? No, just check out my channel. I did an Alan Wake video, which was I enjoyed making it. I'm gonna do a part 2 of that, probably either later tonight or tomorrow morning. But other than that, really, that's it. Shout out to LD for letting me cast. Thanks, dude. Thanks
for joining me, Pyrian. Guys, if you enjoy his casting, twitter.com/PyrianFlax and youtube.com/Ted himself. That's where you can find Pyrian on the web. As for me, I'm LD, and you can find me at twitter.com/LDDota. Thank you all for tuning in. Pacific goes home, First Departure moves on, and more G1 League Southeast Asian qualifier action awaits us after this.